Uh, April, if you're watching, Aaron needs some help with the water heater. Can you come wrench on it for old time's sake? The water heater, he means. No, I don't think we're going to be seeing. I don't think we're going to be seeing any of each other for quite. I would say probably not even our funerals. I would say we'll probably leave those to their loved ones as well. If I die first or if she dies first, I don't think I'll be seeing April Anderson ever again. Thank you. I have no intention to. All her lies and horseshit. But don't worry. It's not like it affected my kids or anything. It's not like my oldest cut her out of all the pictures because she knows what she was up to. It's not like my ex-wife and I had to have a talk with her because of all of her horseshit behavior going public. You don't develop a deep hatred for someone when they do that. And then, of course, all the not taking responsibility, blaming shit on other people, accusing other people of shit that never happened because you didn't get your way. Yeah. There's some hatred there. There's some deep hatred. So, yeah, I think the next, I don't see her and I in the same room ever again. I think the next time we'll see each other is when we both go to hell. That's probably the next place that we'll see each other. When I'm old and gray and she's old and gray and the big man in the sky gives us our cosmic punishments for our dirty deeds here on Earth, then maybe. Even then, I'll try to keep my distance. I think. Clopogram says 1 hour photo, that bitch. No, you're thinking of Eternal Sunlight of the Spotless Mind is what you're thinking of. Coctive says, I can't believe Kevin Brennan hasn't offered April a big payday to come on his shit show. He has. I think Patrick Melton and then her own behavior drove her from the internet. And then her boyfriend goes on Patrick Melton's show and like sucks his dick. Which Nick's a little old for Patrick, but still. That had to be interesting. Oh, no, you don't understand. I have to go on his show because he knows all about omnibus hearings. What? No, he knows about school buses, not omnibuses. That's... Coltrane says, April hasn't shot a deer for years. She's not sharp enough anymore. Oh, shit. Holy... Clopogram says, after court is all finished, who would be your guest for April's first interview, says Clopogram. I don't think she's going to do an interview. I think she despises that whole world. And I don't think she's going to do. I think she wants to be a private citizen. I do. I mean, she wanted to be that before we got divorced and everything else. She was like, I can't take it. It's too much stress. I mean, she was also on a shitload of coke. So I don't know. But Nana's Clam says, LOL, if she misses the first few shots, Aaron will look around puzzled, wondering what the popping sounds are. What? Oh, somebody's shooting me? Shit. Das Optic Nerve says Aaron likes this guy because he reminds him of his ex-lover, Nick. What? April is avoiding the internet like the plague. Yeah, I think so. Sam Show says she's doing a dog shit job at being a private citizen. I mean, she's all but off social media. I mean, she never posts on there. She's not doing any shows. I think she's doing a pretty good job of trying to be a private citizen. I mean, yeah, she's got legal cases, but that's what happens when you get hooked on coke and you get busted with a shitload of cocaine in a house. Personally, I think she's getting off scot-free because she was living there. And I think that should be all three of their cocaine. I mean, all three of them should have caught the same charge. But, hey, what do you do? But, Aaron, have you seen her tattoo? How can you miss it? I mean, it's not like when when you take a normal picture sitting down or something, you take it like this. Ever since she got her gas station tattoo, she'll take a picture and it'll be like this. It'll be, yeah. She'll do body contortions to show the new tat. Right? It's a tattoo. It's like if my 5-year-old puts on one of those sticker tattoos. You know, the only nice thing about all that is that my 5-year-old will never remember her and won't know the horse shit that she put her through. So that's kind of nice that the youngest And maybe even the middle will barely remember her, which is best for them, honestly. 10-year-old hates her guts, which I can't blame her. Because ever since she got into the April when the kids were here, April would either be gone off in Spicer or April would be up in the bathroom with whatever private supply she got from Nick and just fucking shutting out the rest of the world like she did her friends and her family and, you know, the kids and everything else. So that's a sore subject. I'm gonna get mean if I keep going on this one. April's missing orgasm says, I thought you liked stuff from the gas station. Hot dogs, Celsius, nachos. I don't eat gas station nachos or gas station hot dogs. April's missing orgasm, thank you for being a huge fan. I'm glad you love the show. Sam Show says, the only reason anyone cares about April is she's some Coke Tard's pocket pool, yet she won't get away from it. I mean, look, sometimes people have a take on things and you don't disagree with them. So what is there to add or subtract, right? Hobo says, how do you hate begging for money? I hate it. It's pathetic. I look pathetic when I do it. Please, I want to keep pretending that I'm a big-time radio man. $340, please. If it just happened quickly, if we just started the show and people were like, oh, I know the drill. I've been watching this show for years. The drill is we make this much money. Boom, here you go. Bam, boom. It was getting knocked out. I'd be thrilled. I'd be thrilled. But it doesn't happen that way. I'm not good enough, so I pressure. Gregory Eisenhorn says, you are pathetic. Are you not listening to me? I swear to God. Do I say it and Gregory Eisenhorn is just sitting there drooling while I'm talking and not paying attention? What did I just say, Gregory? I just said that. Pay attention, son. XJX says, maybe have a garage sale. That's actually funny. I like that idea. All right, guys. So let's go ahead. Let's hammer it out. Let's knock it out. PayPal, Streamlabs, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. We got a lot of good. I think that's the other thing. The more excited I am for the stuff we have during the show, like the more nervous I get about the goal part because I'm like, ooh, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. And then in the corner of my eye, I'm always going, that number isn't dropping. Shit, what are we going to do? So let's go ahead. Let's knock that out. Let's make sure it happens. Mount Franklin says, if I was a grown man asking other grown men for money so I can play radio host, yes, I would probably get another job. Well, that's good. Then you should. You're doing that, right? You're not doing this. You're doing your job, right? Then you and I are both doing exactly what we want to do, brother. Yes. There we go. Mount Franklin, we've solved your problem. Your life is cured. I've done it again. I've fixed you. One thing that I keep hearing, like Meme Copium say, I think it was Meme Copium who said, it's amazing how the phrase another win for the toe started as like a silly thing. He goes, but now it's been memed into existence. I believe the quote was, Aaron stacking W's just sitting on the sidelines. Everybody has this idea that the way things are going for me is just like coming up W's, another win for the toe, win, 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 win. I like, because they see kind of the way my stuff is going and, you know, they kind of see the way my stuff is going and they go, wow, that's going to be, you know, whatever. Good. Fine. It's funny to watch that. And because I certainly don't feel that way. I certainly don't want to be in the position I'm in. That's for sure. But I see people talk about it like it's this grand W and this grand win. And I'm like, I can take it then. Sounds good to me. But the problem is, and I tell my haters this all the time and they don't listen, and I try to help them because I think they're a valuable part of this ecosystem. But our haters get their hopes up and they put their hopes way up here when there's no reason to. They create a delusion for themselves about me. They live that delusion. And then when I end up skating underneath it and I don't, you know, the terrible, awful delusion that they've thought of for my life doesn't happen, they seethe and get mad at me and they act like I've snuck out the back on them and won some great victory over them. It's like, no, I'm just not as insane as you people are. I just sit here and I cool my jets and I wait for shit to happen, and then it happens. You guys sit there and get your hopes up. You're the kids who are thinking your parents are going to buy you an NBA franchise for Christmas, and then when you get a bicycle, you're upset. They never said they were going to get you an NBA franchise. You made that up in your head. So I'm sorry. Same reason Nick is always seething about me. He has this idea in his head, based in shit, based in nothing. Head firmly planted up his own asshole. And then when it doesn't happen, he gets mad about it. Like, you've all done this to yourselves. There's nothing I can do for you. I'm sorry.